What is going on, guys? Miles here, and today we'll be taking a look at all of the new weapons which were added to Infinite Warfare multiplayer in yesterday's update. Let's do this. The update for Infinite Warfare yesterday saw a total of 3 new weapons being added to the game, which is quite cool, and a couple of fun things to note about this is that 2 of these weapons are actually melee weapons, which is quite surprising because prior to this update we only had 1 melee weapon, which was a DLC weapon in Infinite Warfare multiplayer, and that was the only DLC weapon which season pass holders didn't get for free, and that is the axe. But fortunately these 2 new melee weapons are available for season pass holders, but if you don't have a season pass, I believe there isn't a challenge to actually get these weapons, and they are only available in supply drops. Another fun fact is that all of the weapons in yesterday's update are actually a part of Infinite Warfare Zombies, so they're kind of new and then they're kind of not at the same time. It's a bit weird, but let's start off with the Katana, which is one of the melee weapons. Probably my favorite looking melee weapon in the game. I think it looks absolutely awesome, and this thing is a secondary weapon, and it is slightly better than the combat knife actually, because it has slightly extended range. That's like the unique benefit to it. It's quite hard to notice the range, to be honest though, so it's not going to be like super broken or anything, and if you are against like someone using an MV4, you're probably going to get destroyed still. The Katana only has 1 variant, which is exclusive to supply drops, and that is the Masumine, I believe it's called, which is an epic variant, and it basically burns the enemies to death when you kill them, which means their death location isn't actually revealed when they die, and you also get slightly increased movement speed when using the Katana. So it seems pretty useful, but honestly the chances of getting it are super unlikely, so I don't see myself ever getting it. Moving on to the second melee weapon, we have the Nunchucks, and these things are slightly better than the combat knife, as they do have a wider range to them, and by that I mean not the attack range, but rather you don't have to look directly at the enemy in order to lunge at them with the Nunchucks. So that is the bonus which the Nunchucks give. Personally, I think the Katana bonus is slightly better, but the Nunchucks do look pretty sick as well. The base version of the Nunchucks is available to everyone who has the season pass, but if you don't, you can also get the epic variant through a supply drop called the Twin Dragons, which basically knocks back enemies when you get kills with the Nunchucks, which sounds pretty sick, but I haven't seen any gameplay of it myself because I don't really know anyone who has this variant. It seems super rare, and it also gives you the haste bonus once again, which gives you slightly increased movement speed. The final DLC weapon we have is the Venom-X, which you guys may know from the recent DLC Zombies map, The Beast from Beyond. This thing is pretty cool because it has 2 different firing modes. You can use R2, which shoots slightly slower, but it does a bit more damage, and it shoots like a sticky grenade out of it, which is pretty cool. And if you don't want to use that, you can use L2, which shoots slightly quicker, and it shoots like a regular grenade out of the weapon, which does a little bit less damage. So when I heard this gun was added, I thought it would be pretty sick, and I really wanted to give it a go. And I used it in custom games for a bit, and it just seemed really bad, if I'm honest. I was struggling to kill regular bots with the Venom-X, unfortunately, so I really hope it does get buffed soon. And the projectiles just don't really do much damage, and the best way to get a kill is by trying to land a direct impact on someone, which is pretty hard to do if they are further away. Overall, I think it's just a pretty poor gun, and I do hope it gets buffed soon. If you have the season pass, you do get the Venom-X as well, and if you don't, I'm not exactly sure how you get it, to be honest. I haven't heard anyone talking about it really, because this gun I believe doesn't actually have any variants for it, similar to all the other launchers in the game, so I don't know if you get it from supply drops or if everyone gets it despite not having a season pass, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But there we have it. I just wanted to let you guys know about the new DLC weapons which were added into the game yesterday. I think the concepts for them are pretty cool, but the weapons themselves are a little bit underwhelming. If you're using a melee weapon, you're probably going to get destroyed in pub games, and the Venom-X isn't very good at all as of right now. But hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty, but I'll see you guys in my next video.